Firstly, and most important, thank you all to have come here today to celebrate Susie and Loz's marriage. I appreciate that some of you come from a very long way, Australia and New Zealand and Hong Kong and Dalston and Bethnal Green, and some of you even on foot. But a particular welcome to Loz's family, his mother June and grandmother, Elaine, his sister, his two uncles and their wives, who are now, unfortunately for them, members of the Lowe, Fox, Mackenzie family, poor things. We're all a very peculiar lot, and I hope that your presence in the family will stabilise us all, but somehow I doubt it. Now to the prettiest apple of her father's eye, Susie, looking utterly radiant. Come on, Sooz, show yourself, please. I cannot give her away because she's not mine to give. But if I could properly do so, it would be to that nicest of men, Loz. Susie has always found her own way, fought her own battles, done her own thing, and I always thought her name ought properly to be Susie de Bono Lowe. And I don't know whether any of you recognise the name Edward de Bono, who was a great lateral thinker. But who else but a disciple of Edward de Bono could paint pussycats with pistols, tigers with trilbies, pandas with brollies, pretty ladies with moustachios. And to convince you of her ability to think out of the box, I want to share this little snippet with you. And Sooz, apologises to you because you've heard this so many times. When she was about 6, she had to attend a school medical. Off she went to the visiting doctor's room in the school and stood before him at a safe distance. "Hello, Susie, can you please stand on one foot for me?" Susie obliges. She walks up to the doctor and promptly stands on one of his highly polished brogues. "Oh, Susie, I didn't mean quite like that," said the doctor, suppressing a grin. "Please stand on one of your own feet." This time, Susie de Bono Lowe stood back and, balancing with her arms out, placed her right foot carefully on her left foot. So, I think the doctor then gave up. Definitely, however, there's more for her to embarrass me with than for me to embarrass her with. So I think I'll probably shut up on that particular aspect. Now to Loz, about whom there is nothing of embarrassment at all to say, being the complete gentleman of unsullied character. I met him first with his lip rings and other piercings, tats and cap askew at the skateboard area beneath the South Bank Centre, when I was trying to demonstrate the blindfolded 6-step jump and handrail slide on a skateboard. Strangely, it wasn't to be. And I know that, the next thing I know is that gentleman Loz was crouching over me, shaking his head and muttering, "Silly old codger. Why doesn't he grow up?" Well, I can only agree with him, and it's too late now. And Loz, I'll bring this to a close because I know you will want to be getting back to Si at home. Okay, so now I should give both of you helpful advice on marriage. But as some of the guests know, I'm not actually the best qualified person. So I rely on others. First, advice from a past head of MI5. Roses are not all that they are cracked up to be. On one of her significant wedding anniversaries, this person was presented with a new rose, which had been named after and in honour of her. She was delighted and flattered until one day she visited the garden centre, found the specimen rose named after her, and read the following planting instructions. Disappointing up against the wall, but highly successful in the bed. Secondly, Yvonne de Gaulle, who was wife of the French President Charles de Gaulle, had the best and most relevant advice. When de Gaulle decided to retire, the British ambassador threw a gala dinner in honor of de Gaulle and his wife Yvonne. At the dinner table, the ambassador's wife asked Yvonne what she was most looking forward to in their retirement. Eh bien, replied Yvonne de Gaulle, a penis. There was a stunned silence down the table. The president leans over to his wife. Ma chérie, he said, I believe the English pronounce that word happiness. Susie and Loz, we wish you both great happiness, piles of money, and a sea of love and lots of time to enjoy it. May your children have happy and rich parents and grandparents. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Let's drink a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Tarling, or even Mr. Tarling and Ms. Lowe. Loz and Susie.